Hey friends, welcome back to Chronically Overdressed. The other day I was scrolling on TikTok, as one does, and I came across this really lovely lady's video, and she just had this wonderful nugget of wisdom that really resonated with me. I encourage you to go watch her video. I do have it linked in the description for you, but essentially she talks about shifting your mindset from the focusing on a specific clothing item to focusing on the elements of the style that you like texture and fit and structure that really make you love that piece. So she used this example of two green sweaters, one that felt amazing and, wanted to buy another one, a similar one. But the other one just didn't hit the same, even though they were technically similar in color, but the elements did not match up. And it just made me realize how important those style elements are in building a personal style that actually feels like you. When I saw the video, of course, it really clicked with me because I talk about this kind of thing all the time in my vintage style and beauty sessions with my clients. And I realized that a lot of vintage lovers, especially if you are just starting out or maybe rebuilding or reimagining your wardrobe, end up getting stuck in similar places. So today I want to share with you 5 mindset shifts that can completely change how you approach your vintage style. These are small shifts, but they are powerful. And if you need some help applying them to your own style, I do offer one-on-one vintage style and beauty sessions, which I will chat about a little bit later on in the video. But for now, let's get into it. So a lot of us were taught somewhere along the way that things needed to match. Red shoes equals red lipstick, a brown bag equals a brown belt. But vintage style can be way more interesting than that. Instead of trying to match things perfectly, try thinking more about balance. Like if you're wearing a bold hat, maybe keep your other accessories a little bit more simple so that the focus stays on that one statement piece. Or if you're wearing a really delicate 1930s floaty dress, maybe you want to balance it out with a more structured handbag, just to keep the outfit grounded. It's not always about being historically perfect. It's about creating harmony in your outfits so it feels intentional and comfortable, not stiff or fussy. We all do this. We see a photo on Pinterest or Instagram or even in a vintage magazine, and we want to copy it exactly. And sometimes we even try. But the thing is, copying doesn't always work because you are a different person with a different body, a different lifestyle, and a completely different wardrobe. Not to mention, with true vintage, it's almost impossible to get the exact same item. And this can really trip people up sometimes. Instead, start to translate what you love about that image. Maybe you saved it because you thought the woman looked powerful in her structured suit. Or maybe because the color palette just made you feel calm and elegant. Ask yourself what is drawing you in. What about the silhouette or the color palette or how it makes you feel that you love about this outfit? Then find your version of that. For example, I love a classic 1940s suit, but I don't always wear a full suit, and they can be very hard to find in plus sizes. Instead, I just might wear a sharply tailored blouse with high-waisted, wide-leg trousers. I'm still getting that strong, structured look, but in a way that fits not only my daily life, but also my body. So often we approach our wardrobe like a to-do list. Okay, I need a white blouse. I'm missing a basic black skirt. And sure, sometimes we do need those practical basics. But I found that what really helps for me, and what I talk about a lot with my clients, is dressing for mood, not just function. Ask yourself, what kinds of days do I dress most for? Do I need clothes that make me feel calm and grounded, or put together and polished, comfortable but still stylish? Instead of just buying another basic, think about the emotional role that our clothes play. That's how you end up with a wardrobe that actually supports your life instead of just filling up space. You've probably heard people talk about finding your color palette or, getting your colors done. And I think that it can somewhat be helpful, but I also think that it's a little shallow if you stop there. Because it's not just about what looks good on you. It's about what makes you feel good. Do you feel powerful in navy? Do you feel cheerful in mustard yellow? Do you feel invisible in beige, even though it technically suits your undertone? We talk about this in my sessions. How do you feel in different colors? Because it doesn't really matter if the color works in theory if that doesn't light you up from the inside. It's just not going to serve you in real life. This one goes a little deep. A lot of us especially those who dress outside the norm, whether that's vintage or alternative, or that you're just not super trend driven, we can fall into the trap of thinking, or really overthinking, about how we will be observed. But I want to encourage you to shift that to, how do I want to feel today? Because dressing should start with you, not some imaginary audience. Some of my favorite outfits are not the most impressive or even the most era accurate ones, but they are the ones that make me feel most like me. Whether that's playful, romantic, commanding, or cozy, or whatever. That's when I know that I've hit the mark. And if this is something that you love thinking about, or maybe you're just a little stuck in your vintage journey, I do offer one-on-one vintage style and beauty sessions through my website. These are virtual, so we can do them wherever you are. It's just a really relaxed space where we talk about your style, your closet, your goals, and just how to build a wardrobe that actually works for you. It can be really helpful to get an outside perspective. There's a link in the description if you're curious, or you can always send me a message and we can chat more about what these sessions are like. I hope these mindset shifts give you a little something to think about. Like I said, they're small, but they do make a big impact. I have a few more that I would love to share with you, so if this was helpful, please let me know in the comments, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on the next video. And I'd love to know, have you experienced any of these mindset shifts for yourself, or was there one that really clicked for you today? Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye. Okay. Ma'am, I need you to go lay down. You're making an awful lot of noise. Yeah. Can you lay down? Can you go lay down?